Hi guys, and welcome to tip number 9. We are almost done with this series. This is the first time that you've seen this series, I have been going through my 10 tips for a beginner scrapbooker. Basically my advice, if I was giving myself an advice 12 years ago as I was starting scrapbooking, so that's what I would be. These are the things that I would be telling my own self. So I hope that you've been helped with this. If you're a beginner scrapbooker and this has changed your perspective on the art of scrapbooking, please leave me a comment below and let me know how it changed. So tip number 9 is, this is another philosophical one, is don't get caught up with what everybody else is doing. And I know that is kind of a thing, once you get into this hobby, you try to find other like-minded people. So you go online and you look for people to inspire you and to emulate and to be friends with because they share the same passion as you do. The problem with that is that you also get to a point where you're starting to compare your work with other people. And I feel like if you're a beginner scrapbooker, don't get caught up with that. The reason being is because that's going to be a challenge for you, because instead of being authentic to who you are creatively, then you're going to look at so and so and you really like her page, and then you copy, and then you become like her or like that person, and then so you're not being true to yourself, and also it might be a hindrance to you because you feel like you're trying to measure your level of creativity with somebody that has been doing this for years and years and years, and that could be discouraging. So I hope that you won't compare yourself to what other people are doing. It's okay to scrap lift, it's okay to emulate somebody, but try to not use whatever is on trend right now. Try not to be too much into that, because trends fade and it will show on your pages. So if you're so much into just layering and not doing journaling, well, that's going to show it in your pages, and you might not, or you might regret it later on. I know for me personally, I've had that, especially when I was working in the industry. There was this certain expectation for you to use so many products because that's what they're paying you for. So you pile up products on your page, and then you kind of lose the essence or the theme of your page from the very beginning. So I know that when I look at those pages, I feel like, oh man, I wish that I wouldn't have spent too much time on focusing on the techniques or the products, but rather focusing on the words on my journaling, or the pictures, and so on and so forth. So that is my tip for you today. Don't get caught up too much with the trends that are going on right now. They're fun to try, don't get me wrong, because I try them all the time because they spice up my creativity, but don't get too caught up with them, otherwise you're going to get overwhelmed or you're going to get discouraged as well. So if you've enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you for tip number 10. Bye guys.